Hey guys, what's up? It's TF Now. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another action figure review. This is going to be of the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Malefik Spawn figure. I have Mortal Kombat. I have not played it that much, and I don't have Spawn unlocked. I haven't purchased Spawn or anything. So you might be wondering, why the hell did I get this figure? But I just thought it looked like a cool looking Spawn, you know? And according to a short video Todd made a while ago, apparently he approached the team over at NetherRealm and told them to make a skin original to the game, as if Spawn was in Mortal Kombat from the very beginning, and this is the result of that. And it looks pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Top half says Mortal Kombat 11 with the black text, and there's a yellow backdrop. And there's green in the actual box here, which is very nice. You can see the figure in the box, some of the contents too, as well as the bottom half of the packaging. It does say Spawn right there. And then we get to this side, it's an image of the figure as well as the Mortal Kombat 11 logo. And not much else going on except towards the bottom there's some black and yellow for the designs. On this side, in the top it says McFarlane Toys. On the side it says Mortal Kombat 11, and you can see one of the green energy effects right there. Now on the top here, it's a window box. It also says ages 14 out of toys, as well as McFarlane Toys. We get to the back here, you see this nice wide shot of some toy photography of Spawn there, as well as a Mortal Kombat logo in the background. On the top there it says Mortal Kombat. Top half here, it gives you a better look at the figure being posed with some of the accessories. And here's the bottom half of that too. And then you can see it says 22 moving parts, Warner Brothers, NetherRealm, and Mortal Kombat logos, McFarlane Toys social media pages and website. Bottom here, that is the barcode in case you need it. Let's go ahead and get this out of the packaging. So here's the figure out of the packaging. I think it's really good. I think it's very well detailed. I have a few gripes with it though. Let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories this figure comes with, and we'll take a closer look at the figure. So we have two of these energy effects, as you can see here. They are not the same sculpt. They are both unique. Didn't need to be, but glad that they are. So that's pretty cool. That way you have two different ones. This one's a bit more straight, looks more like lightning kind of. This one's a bit more swoopy over here. They're both done this translucent green plastic. Some parts are more translucent than others. Definitely in the center here, it gets a little bit more darker green, you know, brighter green and whatnot. Some of you may be asking, is this the same sculpt as what we have with the Kickstarter one like this one? And it's not. You can see this is a lot more spread out. These two are very similar right here, but again, as you can see, more spread out and whatnot. So they are a unique sculpt. If you have the Kickstarter spawns and you have that effects piece, you have three different unique ones, which is cool. I have some kind of weird black speck right here on mine for this more swooped one. So that's a little weird. Now, what I like to do when inserting into the hands is this thing right here covers the thumb. It ends up being, you know, actually looking more straight, like it goes down more the way he's holding it. So that's how that looks. Very similarly, you just insert it into the hand like so for that one. And then we do have this base right here, very basic circular black base that says Mortal Kombat, as well as a peg hole right there. Or I'm sorry, just a peg. Here is the peg hole. And then you'll just insert it like so. I don't know if he should have come with maybe another weapon or whatnot. Maybe, I don't know. Guns could have been cool, but I think something with Warner Brothers and guns and whatnot. Since this is a Warner Brothers published game. Or maybe some of the previous weapons we got would have been cool, but energy effects is also really cool. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of accessories we have. Maybe a couple more. So we're going to talk about this one here in a second. That's because I want to bring out this one and show you that the effects piece will work. They're the same sculpted right hand, so this will work for the older Spawn. Goes without saying, if you have the sword or mace or axe, it will most likely work with this new Spawn here. There is reuse, not a lot, but enough that I think it makes sense, and I'm not mad about it. From the previous to the new one. Butterfly joints on both sides, upper arms, I believe. This right arm, upper bicep is reused here. Right hands are completely reused. Similar sculpting going on with how this new bicep and left hand are done, but because of this, of course, obvious spikes here, they are definitely a different sculpt. Elbow joints definitely are reused. I'm not going to be mad about reused elbow joints. Same thing with the knee joints. Upper legs, except for this one right here, are reused. So the upper right leg are reused. Makes sense. No, the feet are not reused either. The biggest point of reuse as well is the cape. These are the exact same sculpt, but we have, I think, better paint on the previous one with that black wash. But I believe this is supposed to be a brighter red, so it makes sense that maybe there's not as many, darker details coming out. This head sculpt, though, looks really good. Look at that. I really like how the silver comes. I believe it's painted like this. Like, if it's molded somehow like this with the silver, like this, I think is either molded. If it's painted, that's pretty cool. If it's molded like this somehow to look metallic silver, that's impressive. But Hasbro, take notes. I think they're painted. Anyway, we do have the nice green eyes right there, and again, lots of nice details. Those are the back of the head looks like, with lots of nice jagged lines and whatnot. A bit of stretching going on the darker parts of his face. This is a bit lighter, these little skull chain pieces, whereas these are also painted with a black wash on there. We do have just some plain details. No, not much paint going on here. Doesn't really need it too much, I don't think. With the upper arms, nicely detailed though, with lots of nice stretching. Almost looks like fibers and whatnot. That's what these buckles look like. It's just lots of intricate stuff going on with the details and the design. Gauntlets are each different, so that's what that looks like. Definitely painted on there. I could start seeing the silver going on to the dark part there. Do have these shoulder pads that are also, I believe, painted, and they are a softer plastic, but they're glued on there. I really like how we have the red and as well as the silver painted and sculpted with the muscles on the chest. That looks great. These skulls came out really clean on the waist here. They have this little logo on here as well. This is what the back looks like. So that's how all that looks like. Is that going to be similar to the previous one? Let's find out if you paid attention. No, so they are completely different sculpts. Not even like they remolded parts. It's completely unique. So that's really well done. The fact that they just went the extra mile. You have to with this skin because it looks very different from the original design of how it looks, but still very appreciative that they pretty much almost did this head redone this head to toe. And then we do have the nice it kind of looks like leather on this part of the loincloth and whatnot. Some silver on the side with this nice red. The color of the red is okay, but I don't know if this is supposed to be darker than this. This is a bit more similar here, but this is definitely darker than the other reds on here. So I don't really know what's going on there. If it's supposed to be darker, I have no idea. That is just something I thought I'd mention. Here's what the legs look like with nice muscles. Again, with some stretching that kind of looks like fibers. I think they maybe are fibers. I'm not entirely sure. Crotch piece. I'm not even going to bother to see if the crotch piece is reused. There's the knees, and we get down to the boots. Again, these are unique sculpts going on here. Look at that awesome skull on that shin strap and whatnot. This one, too, is not as, interestingly designed. I don't even know if interestingly is a word, but you know what I mean. Still looks pretty good. It has this somewhat leather material going on for the boots, too, underneath the armor. And then these are new feet. And they also look like very cool boots. With like the leather and whatnot. There's the bottom of the feet. Is there anything I need to look up on the back? I mean, maybe you can look at these on the back. So, yeah, man. This thing just looks very well detailed. And I can't tell you how accurate it looks with the game. I'm not even doing a proper 360, man. Jeez. Maybe I can, if I can get an image. Hopefully it's not going to be too small. Gives you an idea of what the figure looks like compared to the skin from the game, of course. Anyway, articulation. I have a little bit harder time here with the head for some reason than the previous one. That's my gripe, is that some of the joints are stiff. Head can go up that far, so pretty good. Down, actually really good. It has a bit of it's all a ball joint, so it can pivot and then it can swivel a bit, but the collar gets in the way. If you want to move it all the way around, it will make the head go up. We do have a bit of a butterfly joint, which is a little restrictive. I think that might be similar to the same, or the exact same range of motion for the previous one. We have all the way around arms, in and out. These are a bit loose. Upper arm swivel. Then we do have double jointed elbows. Now, be careful with these wrists. Because when I tried to do in and out, because you can see this is going up and down right now, I accidentally couldn't see it, or I accidentally did it in and out like that, couldn't see it, and yeah, I almost broke it. So just be careful. But again, it could swivel, in different parts at the wrist and the hand, and it can hinge. Very standard with McFarlane Toys. Man, I am tired. I'm having struggles talking, y'all. But the waist articulation is a bit disappointing. It's harder to move around than I think the previous one. I don't even know. Yeah, so this only has 1 point of articulation, but it moves around a little bit better, I think. No, I'm wrong. There's a second one here. Yeah, I'm stupid. But I feel like the swivel's fine. Forward and back motion for here, as well as in the ribs, it's just not that good. So it's very tight. It really doesn't want to move around all that much. Legs don't really want to go forward that much either, but back sort of in and out. And if you guys had problems with upper thigh swivels for the previous Spawn, it's definitely a much harder time to even get a tiny bit of a swivel out there, because there is a swivel in there, but the sculpt of the back of the legs and whatnot are getting in the way. I don't know why. Just get rid of the excess plastic, man. Double joint knees, though. We do have a swivel here at the foot, and it does also have an ankle rocker. And it's a little bit stiff on mine. Up and down. Down's not that great. Up is actually a little bit better than I thought. And we do have a toe hinge. So hopefully me struggling for some reason through all that gives you an idea. It's about the same articulation as the previous one here. Although I do feel like, I mean, I've had this for over a year, so maybe some of the joints have loosened up by now. I do feel like it's a little bit better range of motion here. So for quick size comparisons, both spawns are going to be about the same height, whereas compared to like a taller NECA figure like Jason from Part 7 is going to be a tiny bit taller than Spawn. Normal size NECA figure is going to be a little bit shorter compared to Spawn here. That is the normal Ash from Evil Dead 2 by NECA. On the far right there, that's a Retro Collection Marvel Legends Spider-Man, and you can see it's much shorter compared to Spawn. So overall, I am pretty impressed with this figure. I think it's extremely well detailed and sculpted. I think the paint, a few imperfections here and there, but nothing super duper, you know, that makes me bummed out and whatnot. Could have come with maybe a couple of accessories, but I am glad that we have some energy effects, so you can use those with different spawns that you might already own. There's just some things here that are present with other McFarlane Toys figures that kind of keep it from being, you know, extremely good. Like, you know, upper thighs. I keep complaining about the upper thighs, but they really need to reconsider how they're doing them. Having an actual upper thigh swivel for these figures without modding it will benefit them greatly, I think. The chest is a little stiff to where there's some poses I just can't do with this figure that I want to, sadly. But overall, it is extremely well done. It's about 20 to 25 bucks. I pre-ordered mine on Amazon. If you're a fan of Spawn, you're a completionist of Spawn collectibles and whatnot, or a Mortal Kombat fan, or both, I do recommend this figure. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the figure, what you think about the review. Leave a like, share amongst your friends. Follow me on Instagram for more content over there, and I'll see you guys later.